pushing the hello on
Yeah,
lights.
me. Yeah, me. I was here for
Hello,
that. Hi,
Jaden
guys.
Segrin. Yeah.
Hello, Dave Stragan. Welcome in. Good to
Hello,
see you.
everyone. We started early. This is
We
this
did.
is unknown to us. We're
Very. We're
traversing new
usually
grounds.
late, so.
We're the opposite
But
usually.
it's
Yes.
good because I need to eat in a little bit anyways. And since we're talking about
Yeah.
food anyway.
And we're going to be talking about food. So guess
Yep.
what? This is, since it is universal, we're going to try to get ourselves hungry with universal food.
Yes.
I still haven't got the links up. I'm just a little bit late,
It's
but
fine.
you get to see a little bit of the new background I have.
I like it. It's very nice.
I love this.
All right. What?
You only got to see part of it in my theme.
It's beautiful. Look at that.
Now, if anyone was wondering, there's my signature. This is all the drawings I did.
Oh my gosh.
And I cut them out and put them into a frame with this.
I see Jack Jack.
Yep, Tigger, Jack Jack, Edna Mode.
That's beautiful.
Nightmare Before Christmas,
Nice.
Mickey. And if I remember correctly, in the corner should be Chip.
Oh. Well, where's Goofy?
He's in a different one, but still, this is one of them that I got.
That's amazing.
I love this picture.
That's amazing. I love your Edna Mode.
Yeah, the Edna Mode. I gave her with a little bit of sauce. Sassafras. And she does have it. She has that lip like, she's higher than everyone else. Okay. I like that. Okay. So let me get up the articles. Okay. I just need to get up one at least.
Right. Don't mind me. I'll be with you in 1 second.
Yep, we'll be there soon. Right there. Let me just get up the other one. So I don't have time in between this way.
Right, I know.
There it is. They're both universal.
Right.
They are both going to be part of the new Epic Universe.
Yes.
2 different area lands.
A lot of people are really liking Epic Universe.
Everyone's loving the Epic Universe.
They're loving everything with it.
I know.
And people have been saying very good things about it, which is good.
People have, and I'm kind of excited for what's to come for Disney, because they're gonna have to create something that will compete against that.
I'm gonna say this to you: everything that I have personally seen through things, they gotta step up the game big for this.
Yeah, Disney does have a lot of 2027 things.
They do have a lot of coming out, which is good. I'm glad of that. But
they could push up the Cars, maybe.
I'm thinking they need to push Animal Kingdom. Really,
Animal Kingdom could get pushed
Animal
up.
Kingdom needs to come first, in my opinion, before the other stuff comes in. At this point,
they might not. I think they're going to take their time with Animal Kingdom.
Yes, because of the animals. I know that because of that.
Yeah. They can't really. They don't have as many hours they can work,
and they can't do it because of the animals. And I understand that, but
keeps them awake if you make sound.
I get the point.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say this.
I like what you're saying, Dave.
Store opens in New York.
So
let me know
if you
when.
want not a epic, if you don't really like adrenaline rides, it's just not your thing. You can't really go on to them that much.
I like some rides.
You get my point, though. There is a lot of people in the community that are Disney fanatics that can't go on the big rides.
And I understand that, and I respect that. You know what I mean?
Put a plug in. Yes, you're going to be paying a little bit more, but
guess what?
Disney Cruise Line.
Amen to that. Yes, exactly.
Get a little bit of relaxation.
Absolutely.
Disney Cruise Line was one of the first, if not the first, Bibbidi boutique to open back up. It's already open. It's been open for a while.
Right.
They used to have one in Disney World and Disneyland. Recently, they opened them up, but That could be something people could look towards, I guess.
Right.
But they're not
Mhm.
really as good as they used to be
Mm,
for Land and World now.
I see. I
They
see.
can't do as much as they used to because that
Right.
meant face painting, and Disney now has that as a no-no.
I understand that, and I respect all of that. I do. Believe me, I do.
Yes, I believe that, and I know if when you go onto the cruise,
Mhm.
okay, so first time cruisers. Now this
Me.
is for people, yeah, not under 10 or under 10 cruises. I've already done 10 cruises with Disney.
Mhm.
So I'm already platinum, second to the highest you can go.
How many more do you
Not even
need before
thinking
you hit Pearl?
not even thinking about trying to go towards Pearl.
If you get on 50 cruises, you
I
get your
know.
name at Castaway Cay.
Yes,
You wanna do that if I know you.
I could probably do that
You
if I
could do
wanted
it.
to really.
You could.
It's not in the foreseeable future, but once I'm by
Right.
myself, maybe, retired. Oh, heck yes. I'm going one or two or maybe even 3 a year,
That would not surprise me with you.
full on.
Absolutely. You would be doing back to back to back to back to back to back to back. Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I would get the 50.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. I mean, but
But
seriously though, I think that see, what I think
and
is
and then there's
good.
another option.
Yeah, go ahead.
Disney
Mhm.
does have a really, really good, a lot of the resorts do have really good saunas.
That's what I've heard.
Now we're talking about Grand Flow Beach Yacht.
Yeah,
They have a very good one. Key West is one
right.
of the best in the world, really, I
What
think.
about Vero Beach?
Vero Beach we could consider, but I do not know if it's that
What about
good of
ooh, wait a
sauna.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. What about down in the Saratoga Springs?
Saratoga Springs is really good. They have their own one.
Can all
Saratoga
guests use
Springs
them?
is one of the only ones you can have a mud bath in, really.
That's
It's
interesting.
considering for some people that there's different saunas do different things at Disney's
Right.
resorts.
Believe it or
The
not, I've
most
never
ritziest
done
one, I
any of
think,
that.
is Grand Flow or Riviera. Take your
I was just
choice.
about to ask you about down in the Riviera, actually,
Riviera's pretty high up there for the
because
sauna.
I, because I know that yacht and beach they have the hot tubs.
Yes,
I know
and
they've got
Riviera
them.
is more centered around, where
Adults.
it originated from, which is French.
Mm,
If you
right.
think about it, the
Yeah.
Riviera is in the
Mhm.
French
Yes.
Alps, so,
Yeah, it is.
yeah. Um, so
Let me.
you know what?
Yeah.
I would say for a lot of people, it might be nice to have like a low-key Disney, not parks, but only resorts day, you know?
I've never done that. Why? Because for me, when I'm down there, I want to go. Listen, I am up at 6 a.m. I'm literally out of my resort at 7. Have already eaten already. I'm ready to go to the parks and enjoy myself.
That's true.
That's
So what
me.
you would try to do, you don't really swim that well, if I remember correctly.
I don't. No, I don't. I know.
Beach Club does have an option.
Okay.
I have been to it. So
Okay.
we're talking about the lazy river
Yeah,
soaking.
I've heard of that. I've heard of that. Yeah,
I
I could do
did
the hot
not
tub, no problem.
It's a little deeper than I'm even used to with the lazy river.
Right.
So there is another option for you. You need to get into a Disney World resort that's a luxury, hopefully, or any Disney World resort, if I remember correctly. And
Oh, I love the Disney
the first day of your trip can be a free, if
resort
I
day.
remember
I know.
correctly, a free entrance into the
Water
water
parks.
park.
I've always wanted to. Uh, okay, speaking of water parks,
That's a
I've
thought.
always wanted to do Blizzard Beach.
Blizzard
Why?
Beach
Because I love
or
the
the
theming of
other
it.
one.
I love the theming of Blizzard Beach.
I love Blizzard Beach,
I've
yes.
never been there, and hey,
Hmm.
whenever I go down there, whenever that's going to be, because honestly, I don't know right now. But when I do go down there, hopefully within the next couple of years and
Yeah.
whatnot, I actually want to go to Blizzard Beach. Number one, number two, there is this one thing that I really want to try, and it's that sandcastle Sunday thing.
Yes.
That's like the hey, you know what? We could do both that Sunday and the other Sunday, and then be done. Be totally
Compete
done with
against
ice
all of
cream
them.
forever.
Compete against all of them. Oh
Oh,
gosh.
absolutely.
Please don't tell me you're going to try to do that in one trip.
Uh-huh.
I
Uh-huh.
can't. I can
In
get
one trip.
lactose intolerant.
I would do it.
I would not. Not with
No.
that much milk. No.
Not unless you take your medicine beforehand.
Even with the medicine. I don't have medicine for
Really?
lactose.
Oh
Yeah. But
wow. Oh
I
dear.
sometimes get burping because I ate too much milk or something. Too much ice cream.
I get the point, but it. But
What that means is I just stop eating it for a while. That's
that's the
what that
same way with
means.
me sometimes. Oh, but I like something for a while, and then I can't stand it, and then I like it again.
Yeah.
I'm really
But
like that.
okay, so if you're going to talk about all of those, you're going to have to do it on different trips
That's fine. I don't mind doing that.
or at least different days.
Yeah, I know. I was going to do it on the same trip, but on different days, so
And
that way
then
I can give my stomach enough time to digest the whole thing.
I got an
And then,
idea too.
huh?
You're not thinking of one of the
I could.
options also.
What's that?
Disney Cruise Line.
That too. Wait a minute. Now, I want to know
Now
this. Do they
whoa,
have a Disney Cruise Line version of that? They
yes.
do. What is it? How much is it? And where can you get it?
Collector Cup.
Want
Okay.
it? Mhm.
It's at
Isn't it
the
in the
ice.
sweet
It's
shop?
at the ice cream shop that always is paid.
Uh-huh.
So different
One's a
places
different one,
it
right?
has different themes.
Mhm.
It could be Vanellope's. It could be Mickey and
Yes.
Minnie's. It could be the new one, which I believe is Zootopia, the elephant ice cream place. That's the new one.
Right, right,
Um, but all of them have some kind of container that you
right,
can put ice cream into and eat it out of. Now,
right,
it's their Sunday version, and I believe some of them are bigger than others.
right.
But
Mhm.
I know I have somewhere. I have the
Mhm.
Vanellope car somewhere.
Nice.
I had it
Nice.
once,
Nice.
and it's one of the older ships,
Mhm.
and it's
Right.
able to hold one,
Mhm.
two, three, four, five, 6 scoops of ice cream.
I'm in.
And then they top it with bananas, berries, caramel, chocolate. They put on these little Japanese
Mhm. Yeah.
crunchy
Right,
noodles on top of
right.
the ice cream.
Mm.
It was different and good. And then on the very top of everything, of course,
Yeah,
the
vanilla.
one, the only
The sugar cookie.
sprinkles.
Listen, with that,
Yes.
I would be like, "Hand me the can." I would pour until it is completely empty.
Yeah, the Jimmys, they do pretty
It
good on.
has to be completely covered.
And then that one is
Doesn't that
interesting
one come with
because
a cookie?
you get you don't have a set, "Hey, this is the ice creams you get." No. There is about 30 ice creams you can choose from.
Oh, I'm in on this one.
Different kinds of ice cream,
Yum.
and they also have, gelato on part of it, which is a
Right.
little bit more creamy texture. Oh, he went out of here. Come back in. Um, but they have also for part of it is all on the other side is ices. So it's more like like a icy mix instead of an ice cream. It's non-dairy, and you were still able to put everything on top of it. It is so good. I can't wait until he comes back in. But I have both articles ready, and let's go with them. I'm hoping that he can come join right back in. I'm gonna check my Instagram for a few seconds, just to make sure that he's not coming back. Yeah. So, present arms.
My computer is being a pain in the butt. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm back. So, all right. That is so nice. That is so cute, though.
It is so cute.
That is so cute.
And it has this nice little goofy thing on it. Mini so. There's proof.
I thought that it looked like Pluto.
Look at the hat.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. That's why. Oh. Because I didn't see the hat.
It's a nightlight, but it's able to be
nice.
hanged. I like it.
Nice. Very nice.
Okay. So, yeah, there's that option too. So, like I was telling him, there's gelato, there's regular ice cream,
Nice.
there's non-dairy, like icy kind of stuff, but it's still ice cream. It's counted as, but there's no milk in it. So, it's cool to have all those.
Right.
Okay, so let's go into what we were supposed to be talking about before we went on a rave.
I know.
Universal Parks news today. Yeah.
Right.
Full menu with prices for the Burning Blade Tavern Dark Universe. This is going to be the one that is going to be horror themed.
The outside of it.
Very cute.
It is. It's very on theme.
Burning Blade Tavern. Yep. Full menu. That's a better picture of it. It has a walk up, a little bit of an incline going up there.
Nice.
The location is right by the Curse of the Werewolf.
Okay.
The Guild of Mysteries.
Nice.
Manor of Storehouse, Scorehouse, Whorehouse, something like that. And then Monsters Unchained. A lot of these look really cool.
Yeah.
I got to see some of the new rides that they have going.
Okay.
So, yes, it shows a picture, but I would just rather just go off underneath. Hunter's Garlic Steak, which is crispy garlic butter pretzel with garlic dipping sauce.
Give it to me.
$11.99. Not
I'm
bad.
not kidding. I would pay that. I would totally
burning cheddar bites with crispy fried poppers, which is jalapeno with sriracha ranch.
I would get it.
Sounds a little spicy.
A little bit.
Charred loaded potato with hickory char, crusted Monterey Jack, sour cream, jalapeno bacon, and chives.
Sounds delicious.
Sounds wonderful. I do not know how spicy that jalapeno is.
True.
If it is not spicy, I can't eat it. Yes.
Right. I understand.
Burning Blade Burger. It's a black Angus patty with American cheese, caramelized onions, jalapeno bacon on a potato bun.
The only thing I would take out would be the onions. That's it.
Sounds pretty good.
I would totally eat that.
Steaked grilled chicken with char-crusted chicken skewer with garlic naan, garlic tzatziki sauce, and shaved cabbage with salsa roja.
Okay.
I would go towards the bottom. I love myself some really good naan. You know what I mean?
Guess what? I just went to Trader Joe's today, and I got garlic naan.
Oh, their garlic naan.
I love garlic naan.
Oh,
Oh my Lord.
I'm gonna
My
take a
dad's
few
made it
seconds to
too.
go off,
My dad
and
has
I'm
made
gonna
me
show
garlic
you
naan
something.
before, and it's really good.
I'm gonna show you something.
Sure. I'm hungry now. No joke. Oh, I saw them today. I saw them
Oh, they
today.
are so good.
Are they
Now, they do
really?
take a little bit of time to cook.
Have you had the other ones? They're the dessert ones.
Oh, I have not.
Oh,
I have not had the dessert ones, but I've had the garlic
so good.
naan. Garlic naan is good.
Let me tell you. Yes, I love garlic naan.
Yeah.
I can eat them like nothing.
Yep.
The pack that I
Now, if
have
you really want
upstairs is
something
going to be
really
gone
good from
within like
Trader
2 days.
Joe's, just get one of their breads. I prefer
Yes.
the breads are wonderful there.
Oh my God, the
Rosemary,
rolls are fantastic.
the rosemary bread is really
I
good.
could find that today.
It is so good.
Oh, with the,
I'm putting this back in the freezer. I don't want it to
rolls.
melt.
I got the ciabatta rolls. Man, those things are good. They're good. Now I am hungry.
Yeah.
Seriously though, Richard, I would get this entire menu.
Yeah, I would totally far get the whole menu.
I would get everything, especially that pretzel. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't even touched the drinks yet.
Okay, non-alcoholic.
They have a whole section for non-alcoholic.
Right up my alley.
Monster, of course. They have Monster energy drink.
You know, I'm gonna say this: energy drinks for me, it's not for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, H2O, which is bottled water. It's not bad for a price.
Yeah.
Matters on how big it is.
Right.
Minute Maid orange juice, or orange or apple.
Apple, okay.
2% chocolate, Powerade. Nothing really specialty drinks that are non-alcoholic, I think.
Good.
You're looking at the monocane.
That's what I'm seeing.
Which is pineapple syrup, blueberry raspberry syrup, passion fruit syrup, emerald luster dust, and Sprite mocktail.
Oh, well, that sounds interesting.
It does sound interesting. I would totally eat that.
So would I. I would totally drink it.
Drink it, yes. Oh, there's a limoncello on this one.
No,
that one might
be
pretty good.
No, thank you. I'll pass.
But it has Bacardi.
No,
that's alcoholic.
Right.
I might go towards that one. Pure of Heart whiskey.
No, thank you.
No. Draft beer. We like looking through these, but we can't really have any of them.
Right.
That Dark Throne mead does look interesting. A lot of people like that one. It's a black currant boysenberry with a pink peppercorn beer.
Nice.
Yeah. Canned beer, wine. And then we can go towards the other menu, which that one was pretty good. Had a good American fare. I would probably get the chicken skewers with the naan bread. I would skip over the hamburger.
Ah, I see.
Something different.
Good menu.
Yeah, good menu.
Honestly, I think that this menu, I want everything.
Yeah.
But honestly, guys, for me, that is very rare for me to say.
Yeah.
Because with menus, I'm very, very picky. But as soon as I saw the garlic pretzel, I'm like, give me like 6 of them and I'm good. Leave me alone. You know what I mean?
Yep. And this one is the burning blade. Did we just do the burning blade?
We just did this one. We just did this one.
Okay.
Just a second, guys.
Just a second. I have to find the other menu.
But I will seriously say this, Richard. That pretzel looks absolutely delicious. I would totally cover it in garlic.
Yeah. Right there.
But, you know, I'm
There it is.
okay. Now this looks like an interesting menu.
Das Steakhouse.
Just look at that design of that stuff, Richard. I mean, seriously, just look at the
I
aesthetic.
know. It's the
It looks great.
steakhouse.
Now, mind you, with me with steak, I am very, very picky. I like a good Philly cheesesteak. I like a good steak in general. So I'm like
It's
picky.
true, but
I
you
eat
have
like
not
3 steaks
had
a week.
all the steak from Disney.
Really,
You have not.
I haven't because
Steakhouse.
I've heard mixed reviews, and I mean like really.
Epcot Steakhouse or Steakhouse 71. Take your choice.
I want to do Steakhouse 71. That's the one
Yeah.
I wanna do.
But then there's
I've
also
heard that
the
they've got a pretty good
steakhouse
menu.
at there's a few of them in Epcot.
Yeah.
Because there is Canada Pavilion,
Yes. There's one,
and then there's another one in a different country,
I think.
I think.
Yeah.
Maybe the Japan could be counted.
Mm,
It's a sushi mostly, but I think that it's a steakhouse because they're popular over there too. I think there
right.
isn't there like 3 restaurants for Japan? I haven't been to all of those. I
I
know
haven't
that.
been to any of those.
I've been to one of them, and that was a fast food cart.
Right.
Das Steakhouse. Okay.
Right. Okay. All right. Let's see. What this one is.
Das Steakhouse it's over here in the bottom of the corner of this land. Now,
Nice.
if you look at it correctly, there is one big, huge castle.
Yes.
That's a ride. And then there's going to be a ride over here, which is
Yeah.
the Curse of the Werewolf, it looks like.
Yeah. People like that one.
Yeah, a lot of people are referring it to Harry Potter's.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, a lot of people like it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Das Steakhouse, there's 2 pictures, but let's look at it.
Take a look.
Steaks? What steakhouse? It's not STAAK house. It's STAKES.
Right.
So they're like shish kebabs, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Fish on a steak.
Yeah.
It's blackened salmon with charred green onion mashed potatoes, roasted baby carrots, apron squash, and crispy mushrooms.
Pass.
Okay, right here.
Can you like really blow that up?
I wish I could.
Oh, can't. That's okay.
Can't.
That's all right. Oh my goodness.
So it only shows one picture, which is it looks like bird on a steak.
Oh. Okay.
So it only shows one picture. That's a very small picture.
It is.
I might do something right after this.
Mm.
So this is called what? Das Steak House.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if I can. Maybe different websites. Yeah. So I'm going to talk about all of these offerings because I think I found a place that has better pictures.
Great.
And then we can talk about it afterwards.
Sure.
Bird on a steak, which is also going to be chicken. It's grilled, dry rubbed chicken tenderloin with red chimichurri, charred green onion mashed potatoes, roasted baby carrots, acorn squash, and crispy mushrooms.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. I'm
Bits
not
and
sure.
pieces. It's seared and glazed wild mushroom brisket meatloaf. I would
Okay, that's
attempt.
definitely different.
I would attempt that bits and pieces. That last one.
I don't know.
So
Okay.
they also have a Das Burger Angus burger with tomato pepper chutney, white cheddar cheese, grilled onions, hot cherry peppers, and bacon on a black bun with fries.
Okay. The
It was
only
delish.
okay, it sounds good. I would take a few things off, but that's okay.
Oh, I might too, but I think you might like the second one better.
That's what I'm thinking.
Same price, but it's a blood
Right.
orange chicken sandwich.
Mhm.
Flash fried marinated chicken breast, blood orange sauce, pickles with a familiar salt slaw on a black bun with fries, and you would
Why do they always put the flaw on the stick of burgers?
just take off the slaw,
That's what I would
basically.
ask them to do.
Yes. That's the only thing that you would like
Yeah.
or not like on it, really.
Yeah. That's right.
Um, there is a familiar vegan, familiar stuffed cabbage
Okay.
with impossible meat stuffed in the cabbage and
Interesting.
zucchini with bell pepper tomato sauce.
No, thank you.
Carved staked steak. Wow, they really went there.
Right. Right.
Oh gosh.
Okay. What is it?
Carved strip steak served with medium with a hint of blood, so that most probably means rare. Charred green onion mashed potatoes, roasted baby carrots, squash, mushrooms, and a bloody au jus.
I'm gonna say this. I like my steaks well done.
Oh, I love mine rare. Really,
Ugh! Oh
I
my lord!
love mine rare.
No. Mm-mm.
I prefer it rare, but if
No.
it is like a hamburger,
No.
it's certain cuts. If it's a
No. No.
steak,
No. 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 No.
if it's a steak, I would say go towards the rare side.
No.
If it's a
Oh my
hamburger,
god, no.
go a little bit towards the medium rare
No
to
way.
well
It
done.
has to be well done for me.
Um,
It has to
I'm
be.
okay with some hamburger being well done, but I just don't think I taste flavor as much flavor with it.
You know, it's interesting. When I go and get burgers from with the certain places that I
Yeah,
go to, like for example, Five Guys, the deluxe burger, I can still taste the flavor in them,
I
and
still
I always
taste
have
the
them well
flavor,
done.
but you know what? To me,
Mhm.
when it's a little bit red, it has better flavor.
Ugh, no, thank you.
I think it's
No,
just the
no,
way
no,
we
no,
go.
no,
I think we got the way
no.
we got grew up.
Uh,
So,
yeah,
like, Dad brought me up on
I
basically what
understand that,
he served is what you eat.
and believe me,
You're not able to eat anything else in the house.
let's put it this way.
That counts. My dad, which is a hunter,
Yeah, I know.
he had us
I
eat
get, I get the point.
not only deer, that's
Oh
fine,
God, and I'm about ready to eat my set. No, mm-mm.
but he also had us eat liver and
Ugh.
onions.
Oh my God,
So
no.
now you know why
Mm-mm.
my preference towards the
I
rare.
understand that, and believe
It's
me,
like I would rather have it rare than
I am
have it.
not knocking it, but
I'm
for
sorry,
me,
but
it has
most
to be well done.
hamburgers, to me, when they over well done it at most fast food joints,
Actually,
you do like them like that.
I like them well done.
Well done.
Mhm.
And I would like you to meet one of my uncles sometime, hopefully.
Okay,
He Whenever he barbecues something, it turns into a brisket.
okay.
It turns black.
Black is an absolute no.
You can't buy
Black
it.
equals burnt.
It's so hard.
Black equals burnt to me. No.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Even with hot dogs, seriously. My hot
Oh,
dogs
that's
do not
art
have
form.
any black
That is
on
an
it at
art
all.
form to not make it so the hot dog doesn't burn.
Let's put it this way. Hot dogs for me, okay, on a grill, seriously. Hot dogs on a grill for me cannot have 1 ounce of black because I can taste it. No.
Some hot dogs are better that way. I've had some hot dogs that are really good blackened.
No.
They have that crisp to
No.
it. It's like their imitation of
It's
trying
the
to
taste
replicate.
part for me.
It's like their attempt to try to replicate what Nathan's does with that that crunch.
It
You know
can't
what I
even
mean?
crunch. It
There's a
can't even
difference
crunch at
between
all.
the crunch
No.
and a crunch.
No. Well, see, you and I are like
Yeah, it's like
totally the opposites on stuff.
it's
fine.
not. Yeah, I've had some hot dogs that were blackened that tasted halfway decent
Ugh, no thank you.
before.
Burnt delicious. No thank you.
Yeah,
No thank
yeah.
you. What's next?
Okay, Darkmoor, black wings,
Okay, let's see what this
spicy
is.
chili dusted fried wings, smoked cheddar, scallions, cornbread skull, soy chili garlic sauce with a familiar slaw. So take everything but the slaw.
Yes. I would eat
Wings.
them.
Yeah.
I'd eat them. As
Yep.
long as they were drumsticks. Drumsticks are
Crimson
my
glazed
absolute favorite.
pork.
Interesting.
Char siu style roasted pork belly with bloody roast pork dipping sauce, charred green onions, mashed potatoes, roasted baby carrots, squash, and mushrooms. And then there's a
Sounds
foreigner
interesting.
salad, it looks
Okay.
like,
Okay.
which has mushrooms.
Sorry, John. I know. I'm gonna be eating soon myself, so it's like
Yeah,
I get it.
we're trying to zoom past. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, the dessert section.
Greek
Ooh,
yogurt vanilla panna cotta brain
yum,
with raspberry
yum.
sauce.
That sounds delicious.
Yes, I would eat that. And then you got your red velvet
Woo!
heartbeat coffin cake with chocolate crumbs and puffed rice maggots.
Give me both of them. I'm not kidding.
They sound wonderful.
Mhm.
I
Let's
would
look at
get
the
full
beverage
on in.
menu.
I would have to take these are like Instagram worthy though. I'd have to
Oh
take
yeah.
pictures.
Oh yeah.
Non-alcoholic beverages.
Excellent. Let's
Boom,
see what we got.
doom. It
And
still has that monocane.
okay, that's good.
Hot beverages, coffee, tea, hot chocolate.
Interesting. Okay. What happened to the Coke products?
What?
What happened to like Diet Coke?
Well, I didn't see it.
Or Coke Zero, but that's okay. That's fine. That's
I
fine.
mean, it has the Monster Energy drink. There's no
That is interesting, though.
soda fountain here. Yeah,
Wow, that is interesting. Anyways,
draft beer. That's why.
oh, okay.
They replace it with the draft beer.
I understand that, but it's just I was just curious. Yeah. No, thank you.
Well, probably not. Yeah, canned beer. Okay, what I can do now is this. I'm hoping. Present, share screen. This. So, this is Universal website. This is not from anyone else.
Okay. Oh, wonderful.
Das Steakhouse.
Yes. Great.
We love ya.
Ooh, look at that.
This is the first picture they show, which is looks like the chicken. This is the enhanced version photo of what we've seen before.
That's fine.
I see the mashed potatoes. That's the so-called chili that they put with it.
Yeah, I see that.
It's blackened chili. Anyone is wondering, that's black. That's yeah. They put salsa right over the chicken though.
Ooh, that's gonna be spicy.
But it is on a stick.
It's gonna be really spicy.
It probably will be, yes. It's Das Steakhouse. This is Dark Universe.
I understand that, and believe me, I'm not trying to think, with it negatively at all.
This has to be one of the shrimps. Those are the shrimp tails.
It looks it.
That's probably the blood.
Oh, wait a minute, Richard, scroll down.
Oh, dark black wings. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
I was right. That was a bird on a steak.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Dark Mooner black wings. That's kind of cute. I kind of like the
they look good.
presentation of it.
Yeah.
Our favorite
Okay.
vegan familiar stuffed cabbage.
Okay.
Now,
Not my thing.
if you think of this, this is more
Mhm.
towards Vietnamese. It just caters to a different
You're right. You're
clientele.
right. You're right.
So I would
And
probably get this. In a way,
I
I like
probably
different
would go with the
foods.
wings right now.
I've
I would
had
probably go with
stuffed
the wings.
cabbage before. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like it enough. And here you go. Here's your blood orange. Look at
And
that.
they take the thing off of it.
So you just take off the slaw and
Yes.
you're wondering about the pickles. I do not know if they're spicy pickles.
I don't mind pickles. Believe me. I don't mind
No,
it.
I think those pickles are brined in jalapenos.
That's fine.
You know how spicy that can get.
I know.
It might turn bad.
Mm,
It might. Okay, more to explore. But I seen
that's
this and I
pretty
was all
good.
like, pictures, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
It showed more of what we were
What
showing.
do you think? What do you okay, what do you think of both places?
I liked both and for different
I do
reasons.
too. I do too.
The first place had more options for me to eat.
Same with me. I mean, with me,
The
I was
second
thinking,
one
oh
was
my, you know what we
okay,
didn't
but it
look
was
up
all
in the
like,
first one?
but the
You know
first
what we
one did
didn't
not have desserts.
Yes, and I was just about to
Second
ask
one
you
has
if they had desserts on the first one.
I don't know. I would probably go towards a safe bet of orange chicken sandwich
So would I.
with I would take it with the slaw and then I
I
would
mean,
order yours without the slaw.
yeah. Mhm.
Um we'd probably get some I would probably also get an appetizer or a
I would get the wings probably.
pre-appetizer. You could get the wings. I'll try a few of them, but
Of
you would not
course.
like what I get, which is probably the shrimp,
I'll pass. You can have
the
that.
Darkmoor shrimp with the
But give me that red velvet,
white
yummy.
sauce, and then you can have the red velvet,
I'm
and then
gonna have the
I'll
red
have the
velvet,
other one.
delicious. Mm-mm-mm.
So I
But I
think
think, but I think
I
for
like
what they're
both of them.
offering,
The
looks good.
first one had better offerings for the drinks,
Oh, I agree.
but the second one did had some drinks, but it had offerings for dessert.
True. Now,
I'm
here's
going
what
from
I'm
one to the
wondering.
other. I'm getting that dessert after I get pay for
I
it with
get
the
it.
other
I get it. I
one.
get that. I get it. I mean, okay, now, do you think the first one was more of the quick service and the
Yes,
second one more of a sit down?
yes,
Because
and I am
that's what I was
hoping
thinking with it.
because I know Universal has
Mhm,
uh, dinner reservation spots,
mhm.
and I'm hoping you are allowed to order dessert only and then have it so you can just basically grab it and go.
Mm,
I'm hoping. If not, it's only a sit-in.
yeah, and now here's another thing with this. Can you mobile order
A
from
mobile
both
order, that's what I meant.
places?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. That gets me confused a little bit, but
It
I'm
it
all like,
it's
"Why
like
would you not put dessert on the fast food?" It's like,
I understand
"No!"
why they don't do it because
Yeah,
then it would turn into a sit down, which I get.
I
But
understand, but
here's the other thing that I liked about the second one too,
yeah.
was that they had options for people who were like the vegetarian, vegan,
Yeah, and I
all that kind of stuff.
think the first one had some of that option.
Yes.
They had the cabbage with the
Give me
impossible
that
meat.
pretzel and leave me alone. I'm not kidding you.
I
I'm good on pretzel.
know, pick up and go.
Yep.
Need I say more?
Yeah. Hello, garlic heaven for me.
Yes, you would
Mhm.
be breathing on a lot of people with your breath of
That's
scarlet.
fine with me because I love garlic. Believe me,
Oh
I love
gosh.
garlic. Mm,
So that's interesting that one of them finally put a garlic bread on the option
which
for
which
garlic bread pretzels,
I
basically.
love garlic bread. I mean,
Mm,
seriously, I love garlic bread. I love garlic naan.
mm.
Both of them have to be like super garlicky for me, which is
And
fine.
I don't know. You know what? You might have a high chance with this garlic bread
I know.
because it is from Dark Universe, which is
I
supposed to be
know.
spicy.
Wait a minute. They always say that when you eat garlic, The monsters don't bother you. I get it. I
Yeah.
get where they're going with this. I'm
Yep.
loving it.
Yep.
But just the theming of it just looks amazing.
The theming did really well this time
Mhm.
around. Yeah, I would eat all of that. Yeah. Yes, please. Um, there's at least a few things that we could eat off the second menu. It would matter
Absolutely.
if I want to sit down, have a dessert, or not sit down, be able to
Mhm.
walk around, go to a line ride, and eat my food while I'm waiting in line.
Absolutely.
Because I always do that because guess what? That cuts down on time that you have to sit.
Absolutely.
I get more rides in.
Absolutely.
And especially with those two big rides right next to you,
Absolutely.
we're gonna see how big those lines are gonna be.
I know.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Once it
Oh,
opens, bring on the drove of people.
listen. With the way that they are doing this whole the pass order preview thing,
Yeah.
that it's smart because they are basically seeing right now what
Yep.
all of the ride times are going to be for like everything, and
With
from
a
what I'm
shorter
seeing,
wait time, basically.
currently is that between Burke and well, let's see, Burke is high.
Yeah.
Super Nintendo World is high.
Yep.
Oh, but then
Dark Universe is medium, sometimes a little
Harry
low.
Potter is like high.
Harry Potter is gonna be high.
Um, Monsters I don't think is right now because I
No,
just looked
but they've always had monsters officially.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I know that wait a minute. I know that I'm missing two lands. Which ones am I missing? Because you got Burke, you have Super Nintendo World.
What is the new lands of Super Nintendo?
I can get 3 out of the 5.
Epic Universe.
Right. The Epic Universe itself.
Oh, Celebration, Centennial Park.
Yes.
Centennial Park.
That's the low range.
It's a low range, but I think it's in the center of everything.
It is.
You have to walk through it to get to
Through
Dark
it to get to
Universe,
everywhere else. Now,
get to there, to get to there.
what's
And I
the
like that they had it so it
yeah.
looks like the promotion walkthroughs that they gave.
You know what? The way
It
that
looks
they
like
designed all this
portals
is
that you're
amazing.
walking through to get to these
Yeah.
lands.
Yeah. Which for me, it's like great. But I want to see it from an ADA point of view, if you know what I mean.
That's true, and we don't know how. I know there
Mm,
is some hills over there. I do not know how bad the
right.
ADA will be. Yeah. So, the park will include Super Nintendo World, Dark
Yes.
Universe, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter,
Right.
Ministry of Magic, How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, and
Right.
Centennial Park.
Okay. Okay.
I had to
So
read a full article on it.
yeah,
I'm
I
like,
know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But seriously though,
so we
the
named them
way
all.
that this stuff has been looking and sounding, and like people are just loving it.
They basically
It's really good.
Universal for Florida became more universal. It
It
was
is.
already more of an adult park,
It already is.
and now it's even more so, but
I'm gonna say
throwing
this
in a
to
few
you.
kids still wanna go towards Nintendo World.
Of course.
They still will wanna go towards Isle of
Harry
Berk,
Potter, hello. I mean,
and what gets me is they went full on they seem to be more themed than usual this time
this
around.
this was something out of the box, and they were smart to do this because I think what was happening with Universal is that both parks are
Yeah.
dead even.
Yep.
Some good, some bad, some pros, some cons. You get the point.
Yep.
But For me, Universal right now, between the two, if I seriously had to pick between the two, which one I would want to go to right now,
This year.
this year, if I was going, and I'm going to say this, it would be Universal hands down.
It
Why?
would be Universal, but
Why? Because you have 5 new lands, you have a brand new park, themed very, very well. You have
you did notice that they were not. Well, do you guys still get promotion for Disney World over there?
we do. We do.
I
We get
don't get
that
them
and
anymore.
Universal.
I when
get
I was
both.
in New York, I remember seeing them. When
We
I
get
was
both.
before New York, I remember
You
seeing
weren't
Disney.
getting
Hey, I remember seeing commercials like, "Hey, join the
Yeah.
Disney World." You
Uh-huh.
know, it's
Yeah.
the big world.
Yes. Yes.
We don't get those
World
anymore. It all switched over to Disneyland for 70th anniversary over here.
Really?
Yes.
So let me ask you this question seriously.
They're not promoting Disney World at all. There's
Are
like,
they even promoting
no more.
Disneyland?
It's like
You
gone.
know what's really interesting is that have you guys
What?
been getting ads for like the 70th anniversary?
Oh, yes.
You have. Okay.
Huge ads.
Here,
Talking about everything new that is coming
here
for
it's
the
either
70th
Disney World
anniversary.
or Universal. It's either one or the other, and even sometimes Legoland too.
Yeah, we get a little bit of ads for Universal Hollywood,
Mhm.
but not as much as they do for 70th anniversary. I think it's just because you know how Disney World or Disney in general likes to promote one land. One
Yeah.
year it was Animal Kingdom,
Yes.
here and there, and then it would go towards the next land. Well, this year is Disneyland because of the 70th
I get that.
anniversary, and they went towards it.
Now, for
I think
For
that's
the
where all their marketing went to.
for the ads here, it's basically saying come to Disney World in general. And I'm like, Universal? I'm gonna say this. Their ad game, I'm gonna say
They
this.
had to step it up for this year.
They stepped it up so good and so
Hey, here's my thing, though.
mind-blowing.
Yes,
Amazing.
yes, Epic Universe / Universal is gonna have the
It's
year of
huge.
the comeback, I think, is gonna be for them for this year.
Absolutely. I think for
Don't
Disney
talk to me about 2027. If everything falls correctly, you're looking at Villains Land, okay?
Yes.
You're looking that's late 2027, maybe 2028.
You still have Animal Kingdom
It's
to deal with.
scratching right there.
Yeah, I
Now,
know.
mid next year will be Animal Kingdom.
What about Hollywood Studios with Monsters, Inc.?
And then there's gonna be the Monsters, Inc. There's gonna be the Cars Land because they
Yes.
have already dried up the lake.
But here's the thing, the boat's still going. It's still open, Richard. They haven't shut down the boat yet. They haven't done anything to
How
it.
is the boat still going?
The only thing that they have announced fully right now is Muppets. Muppets is the only
I
thing
looked
that
at an
is
article and
closing
it said that
this year.
article said yesterday that the
Oh, really?
whole bay was zero. There's boop,
I
gone.
was watching a stream the other day, and I think the boat was running. So
I don't
what's
think
going
so.
on?
The boat's gone.
I'm not sure.
I think it went to a museum now. There's not going to be a boat there anymore, dude.
I know that, but they have not announced a date for when it's going to close. Muppets has, and even
It's
Animal
not
Kingdom.
okay.
They are still now. We know that Animal Kingdom is basically done over there, and it's tough to be a Bug is done too. We know that, and we know when Muppets is closing. The only thing we don't know is when Tom Sawyer's Island and all that stuff is going to be closing because they haven't announced the date at all.
It's showing that the boat's not there anymore on the app.
Really? Let me take a look. Hold on. Let me see. Now, mind you, mind you guys, I have not, opened up my map in a while. So let me take a
It's
look.
still trying to load.
Let me see. Take a look. Still there.
Oh,
That's the only thing. That's the only thing that, my question is, what is Disney going to do first? Are they going to do Animal Kingdom? Are they going to do Hollywood Studios? Because
I don't know.
with Muppets moving over to Rock and Roller Coaster, that's going to take time. And
I bet you it's going to be the same construction crew that goes from one to the other. They can't
this
do.
is going to be a mess beyond belief.
They could do more than one at once.
But we know that Little Mermaid is going to be the opening back up soon. That's going to help with that mess. But you're talking two big areas.
Yeah, I'm considering. We're hoping all this is done in 2027. It could be 2028, but that will be the years that Disney makes a comeback. Now, all of this is happening while at the same time Dollywood expanded by 2 parks.
Right.
And they're not close to each other. They're in different states.
Oh,
they
really?
expanded to 2 different parks. One of them, they now officially own Kennywood.
Wow.
That's the big one.
Wow.
One of the oldest parks in the world. It's now officially will be Dollywood. They're probably just going to.
Right.
They don't really do theming that much.
Right.
They don't have theming.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of more laid back. And it might be, I think the theming might be more towards like the Western kind of thing, where it's like kind of like steam trains. They had the last. Dollywood is a place that had the last remaining coal train in the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're reimagining or revamping another one to put into Kennywood.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be the theme. It's going to be like.
Well, I think it's going to be interesting.
Coal miner's daughter kind of feel.
Right. But here's my thing with this.
And then here's the thing with that one.
Yeah.
Dolly Parton herself has been known to be in those parades. Dolly Parton.
I know that. I've seen stuff.
I think she might try to be at the opening ceremony, and she might travel
Makes sense.
musically towards these parks.
She
has her own stage.
This is a good thing. Why? Why? Because.
Oh, and they go Christmas all out. Now it looks kind of normal, but then it like houses that look like they're from the Western town.
Yeah.
But then when the Christmas comes out, all over. These are the guys that took over all of the lights that used to be on the 100 Lights of Wonder.
You mean the Osborne lights?
The Osborne. They took over all those lights because
I thought they went to give kids the world.
Give the kids the world couldn't take them all because they already had a lot.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let me ask you this question.
But they went all towards Dollywood and they collected them, and now they have over the last time. I know I seen the Dollywood, like behind the scenes of Dollywood, and it was they have a storage shed in the back that has over 900 trillion lights.
I get it. I get that.
So
let me ask you this question seriously. Do you think
could Dollywood try to keep up the fame? Sure.
Yeah.
They don't really. Yeah, they don't really have any kind of marketing unless they go with become one of the Knott's Berry. They could take over that maybe.
Let me ask you this question.
And that would be Snoopy if you're going to do that.
Yeah, I know. But
Snoopy and a few others.
But seriously, let me ask you this question seriously. With Universal, with that in Disney, within the next 6 months, after everything's open and everything else,
Yeah.
do you think Universal is going to, I hate to say this, outdo Disney in a lot of ways within the next 6 months?
Yes, for 1 year.
In terms of
Like I said,
a lot of things.
yes,
Yeah.
for 1 year.
Mhm. But
Parks wise, for
yes,
land,
yes.
yes, for 1 year, Universal will
Let me ask you
probably
this
be on top.
question. Let me ask you this question.
After that 1 year,
Mhm.
it
'Cause there's no anniversary years next year.
yeah,
There's not, well, wait a minute. No, wait a minute, there is.
there is
Disney World's gonna be doing the 55th.
55.
So, how
That's
is
gonna be the big
Disney
one for
going to
them.
respond
They're gonna
to this?
have they're gonna have the parades come back out
They're gonna
really
have to,
good.
you know what? I'm gonna say this because
No,
I
wait,
know, because 'cause I'm gonna
Epcot
be
too. Epcot has anniversary next year.
45.
45.
No, wait a minute.
45 for Epcot,
82, 92, 02,
I think.
2000, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, but I know this. 82, wait a minute, 92, 02, 12, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Nope.
Eh,
Nope.
off by 1 year.
44. But anyway, seriously though, how is Disney World going to respond to this? Is going to be the interesting question of this whole thing.
I
So,
believe towards the end of next year, their response will be not mid this year, end of this year, maybe
okay.
their
'Cause they're
response
gonna
will
have to
be
get started
promotional
on.
videos
Mm,
saying, "Hey, yes, Universal might have this, but look at what's coming to Disney World next year. Come join us
that's
next
when
year.
D23 comes in, I think, and
Yeah,
it's going to do that.
come join us next year."
Because yes, we do still have because yes, we still have the 23.
Yes.
But my question is it going to work? We don't know
Um,
yet. I mean, not. I mean, believe me.
Universal doesn't do festivals that well.
No,
Yes,
yes, they
they
do. They
do
do some.
some.
They do some, but they don't do a lot.
They do Mardi
But
Gras.
they go all out on Christmas.
They do Mardi Gras, and they go all out at that time.
Oh my God, I love seeing those Macy's balloons. Believe me,
Yeah, Macy's Balloons,
they're
Macy's
wonderful.
Parade, Christmas time, they're both booking
Richie,
it on that time. Halloween time, they're both booking it different ways because Universal tries to scare you
oh yeah,
and Disney tries to say, "Hey, this is kids fun."
right.
uh, it's a different kind because I approve of Universal having the scarability premise
Mhm.
because people like that
Yes,
to a point.
they
If you're
do. They do, and also too with Universal, you
oh,
have to admit that
when is the Harry Potter next
I don't even know when the next movie's coming out at all. I don't. I don't even know if there is a new one.
TV series?
Oh, that's right.
HBO
That's what I. Oh, you
with a
know.
whole new cast and some coming back as old cast, but they're not there anymore, but they
But
come for
seriously though,
cameo.
seriously though, do you think Universal right now is geared more towards the adults
Yeah, of course.
than the kids,
But Epic
or is it a
Universe
mix?
did bring out, yes, they're centered more towards adults. That's because the old school factor of it.
Yeah,
Their Marvel rides
yeah, I know.
are more old school Marvel
They
rides,
are
and the ones at Disney are more new school Disney
true, true, true,
new school Disney rides.
true, true.
Um, it sounds entertaining. I was gonna look up something and I forgot what it was.
It's okay. It's fine. But seriously though, I think that both parks are doing good with what they have. Yeah, I know. I got you to buy that.
That's my sweat.
Oh my. Oh my lord.
Sweating
Anyways,
here.
anyways, yeah.
So like I said, I think but you have to remember Who was the park last year that had the most income coming in?
It was kind of both.
No, it was one.
Wait a minute.
One outshined Universal and Disney.
I'm gonna say Tokyo.
Dollywood.
Really? Wow.
Dollywood in the US.
You're
I
kidding.
don't look at the ones outside the US because they don't really
I
have the
get it.
venues.
Yeah. Mhm.
But
Wow.
Dollywood inside the US made 5 times more money than Disneyland.
That doesn't surprise me. And I
And
know
Disney
why.
World combined.
And I know why. Do you want to know why? It's because of the price. That's what
Number
it is.
one,
And
the
what you get
price.
for it.
Now, I
See,
think they
this is
raised up the
exactly why
price because they
people.
got popular.
Right. Right.
But
Because.
all I gotta say is
Yeah.
they have been the unsung heroes for roughly about 20
I know.
years-ish.
I know.
And I think it's their limelight. If they do this correctly, they will have 3 big parks in the
I
US.
think that's smart because.
They're going from they won it
I know.
having more ticketed events and more people coming in to Dollywood
I'm noticing that.
more than Disneyland and Disney
You're
World
right.
combined.
And I know why.
Well, California and
Because of
Florida.
what they're offering. That's why.
Yeah.
It's not only the price, but
Yeah.
what you get with it is
What you get with it. And
difference.
also, it was big that last year was
Mhm.
one of Dolly Parton's new CDs coming out.
Yep.
And so she
Right.
was at that park almost
Every
at
day.
least once to twice a week.
Yep.
More than usual. That's all I gotta say.
Absolutely.
And they were having parades almost every night,
I know.
and she was in the parade waving
You know, and
waving
that's
away.
the difference. That's the difference.
She was playing at her venue stands. Okay, last year she did it
A lot, I believe. I don't even know.
251 days in 1 year.
Mhm.
That's a lot.
It is.
On top of that, she did go on a tour too.
Right.
She's staying at other places.
Of course.
Oh gosh.
But seriously, though, I think that this is good for Universal.
Yeah, it's good for Universal.
Because they
And then
needed
what I
this.
heard, and this might be changing the game for a lot of Disney/Universal fans too.
Say it.
What I heard is Dolly Parton's pulling the strings for this next year.
That doesn't surprise me.
Doesn't surprise me. She's bringing along an entourage of country singing stars to
Makes
play
sense.
at her parks.
It makes sense. It makes sense of where it is. It makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm talking like
I know
number
the big
one,
ones.
big
I know.
names. I'm talking
know.
Justin Timberlake.
I get it.
He went away from Disney now.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, original Mouseketeer. Everyone's heart just dropped.
Oh, well,
Sorry,
too bad. And to be honest with you,
Backstreet Boys also
get it.
NSYNC is joining her.
That doesn't surprise me.
Now, NSYNC was Disney for a little bit there,
They
but that was
were.
only they were the backup singers for Tarzan, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Yeah. We also got Miss Miley Cyrus. She's going to be starting to sing her old songs again.
And
I know.
I'm just saying.
Billy Ray Cyrus, her dad gets to come along.
I get it. Everybody in country music's gonna be there.
Yes, she the way I looked at it, and if you can see this on Dollywood.com,
Mm-hmm.
she is bringing over 300 country stars
And I know why.
with her. Yeah, she's going to be on some of those, but some of those might be just that star. But it's going to be like a festival the whole time, the whole year. They're bringing it out this
too. You know what, Richard? One of these times
could this burn her out? It could.
I'm going to say this.
I'm sorry to admit it. This is the biggest push she's done.
I'm going to say this too. Speaking of that, look who's not going to Disney. Look who's not performing at Universal. That's the
Yeah,
difference.
guess what?
That's the difference.
Who's not going to Disney?
That
parks?
is the difference.
It's the
Because
people that either decided to go somewhere else,
right,
which
exactly.
you have a few other options.
Yes.
There's one in New York,
Right.
Coney
Right.
Island.
Yes.
Really,
You got Coney Island, you got the Jersey Shore. You got a
Coney
bunch.
Island last year was the biggest income Coney Island ever made in history.
That's because it's nearby. It's easy to get to, and
But
you can take the
more
subway.
people went to it than normal.
Right.
I'm like, well,
why,
are they
Richard?
branching out?
Why, Richard? I can tell you this. Because it's cheaper. That's why.
I know.
Now,
But it has
mind
no
you.
theming that I know of.
Now,
Does
mind
it?
you,
50, it might be 50s. Isn't that the theming of 50s, if I remember correctly?
What?
Coney
Coney
Island.
Island?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Go figure.
It's been a while.
But we do like Nathan's hot dogs, that's for sure.
Yes. Nathan's. Yeah. Oh, and next year, you will be rolling in your grave.
Why?
Next year, Nathan's is making a pizza.
Are you serious? I gotta try this. That means you need to come to New York and try it with me. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding.
So
Find a way.
Yeah.
Find a way. Find a way.
Find a way. I could find a way.
Yeah, seriously.
And then
we can meet
most
up.
people, if you look at it,
Mhm.
most people, they did not go to the parks for Disney World or Disneyland that much last year. Yeah, they did a little bit. They'd raised the price of it to make it so it compensated. That's what they did for both.
Mm-hmm.
What did happen was the price lowering a little bit of Disney Cruise Line.
That's another thing. Everybody's going on the cruise lines.
The cruise lines.
Everybody's going on them.
Notice this year,
Yeah.
there was. By the way, this is the first time ever, but the income from Disney Cruise Line surpassed Disney World and Disneyland combined.
Why? Because A, it's a lot cheaper. B, you get more bang for your buck.
That is where that's where Disney's putting their money now.
I know.
They're like, parks, okay, we'll still keep them open. We'll put new things in them, but that's not where the money's going.
But here's the thing, Richard.
Is the new ships.
You know what? Do you want to know where else this money's going?
Not only are they coming out with three in the next 3 years, they said.
Yes. One this year.
One this year, one next year, one next year.
And year after, right.
And then after that, they recently said smaller ships, and there's going to be 3 per year.
You know where else people are going, Richard? Seriously?
For 5 years.
I know.
That will expand Disney Cruise Line by about
You're right.
60 to 70 ships.
And also, too, Richard, where else are people going? Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Disneyland.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's a lot cheaper.
It's a lot cheaper.
And believe me, the merch is stuff that I want. So
and
ain't funny.
You cannot bat an eye to Paris, France for having their upgrades.
Very true.
They're pushing towards having a better park.
Getting a bunch of upgrades that are desperately.
They are pushing towards having a way better park,
which is great for them.
New restaurants,
yes.
Whole new lands.
Hello.
Let me get to it. Off with ye.
Anything important?
No. Telemarketer.
Hi, this is blah blah blah.
I don't ever talk to them. They can go to my voicemail. Well, that telemarketer. It was an unknown, so that could have been job.
True. But get this. Oh my gosh. Speaking of telemarketers, have you heard some of the crazy things people will actually pick
Yeah.
up the phone and be like, "Hi, you reached da 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 da,"
Yeah.
and some of them are just so funny, and it's like, where do you people come up with this stuff? You know,
They're bored.
I love it.
They're bored.
I know. Anyways, oh my goodness,
Oh
I
gosh.
really think Universal is
So
doing
I
great with their
think
menus. I do.
so
I
with
do.
everything happening with Disney Cruise Line,
Mhm.
I fully expect it not yes, they have one ship that is
Mhm.
coming out of
It's
Asia.
it's supposed to come out of Asia.
Supposed to come out of Asia. It's coming out soon.
I want to go in the Japan one.
And then they're gonna have that
Eventually.
one for Japan coming out,
Mhm.
um, I believe in 2 years. It wasn't it 2
Okay.
years?
Right.
Think so.
Mhm.
Um, I know a lot of the smaller
Excuse
ships,
me.
not a
Mhm.
lot, but I heard that a lot of the smaller ships are gonna be non-US
Oh, really? Okay.
because Disney does not have a foothold at all.
I know
Well,
what you
not in the
mean.
US.
I know. I know.
So they're gonna
Mhm.
have one out of Italy, which is gonna
Nice.
be great,
That's gonna be
one
a
out of
good one.
Greece, there's gonna be one out
I
of,
know they have some in the UK currently.
UK currently will have a few, but these are gonna be small enough, some of them
Right.
will be able to become river cruises.
That's smart.
It can go
That
both.
that's smart, you know?
So, we're looking at Disney Cruise Line diving into the Danube River.
That's you know, that would be great.
Huge.
Yeah, well,
That's huge.
that Japan one looks really interesting.
So what happened was Disney
Mhm.
used to have river cruises only
Mhm.
through Adventures with Disney,
Right.
and that was the cruise group of Viking. So Viking decided to part ways with Disney as of last year
Right. Mhm.
because they are building ships that are going to try to traverse the sea. They're coming to the US.
Right.
They have a plan because they're getting big enough because Disney helped them
Right.
out enough.
Mhm.
So now Disney is flipping that over and saying,
Okay.
"Well, guess what? Now we're going to be competition against you now too."
Makes sense. Makes
They're making their own river cruise line.
nice. That's
Disney
good.
is,
That's good because I think it's needed.
you know.
Very much so.
Once that happens, I I don't know if they can if because Disney has a really good foothold on US.
Mhm.
If they can get cruise lines over here that is going to be for the rivers for Disney,
That's gonna be
they
huge.
they could be competing, if not beating Viking Cruise Line,
Wouldn't surprise me.
which Viking Cruise Line over here is already started
Right.
recently. So we'll
Right.
see how fast this happens.
Of course.
They might let them have it for a few years and be all like,
Right.
"Continue on. We'll
Mhm.
catch up. Don't
Right.
worry about us," kind of thing.
Right.
You
Right.
know. But Disney Cruise Line is expanding by
Mhm.
in the next 10 years. They said about 300%.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
I know.
know,
I know.
they're gonna have one that's gonna come in out of Sydney, Australia.
Now that's a good market to get into. Why?
Nobody's done it.
Because a lot of people go there too.
Yeah. Here's my thing.
Go.
Yes, Disney does have 2 islands. I think
Mhm.
they're gonna buy up some more islands.
Makes
There's
sense.
gonna be more than just 2 that
Makes
are in the
sense.
same area.
That's what I'm thinking.
There's gonna be one on the West Coast somewhere. We
There
don't know
has to
where
be.
yet. We
But
don't know where yet.
you know
Then I think
where
there's gonna be a few that is gonna be over in Europe that are gonna be like,
like,
"Hey, this
do
is
you
our
wanna know
island."
where would be a good place to do it on the West Coast?
I don't know.
Hawaii.
They're
Go
the
to
San
Aulani.
Juan Islands, maybe.
Why don't
San
they do
Juan is
Aulani?
closer to, the US than Hawaii
Mhm.
is.
Well,
Maybe
Aulani would be a good
one of
choice.
the Alaskan islands might work.
What ab well, wait a minute.
Scoot
Wait a
right up there,
well,
come
what
right
about
back down.
Honolulu?
What?
Well what about doing an Aulani cruise?
They could.
That would
We
work.
know that they're gonna try to pump
I'm
up the
surprised that they
Alani.
never tried to do that yet,
We
you
know
know?
that we're gonna try to have a ship that's gonna go from here, go to Alani,
right.
have an option to be able to to island hop,
You know what they should do with the Alaska
and then it's
cruise
gonna
with
go to
this?
Japan and then start kicking off for them.
You know what they should do
Mhm.
seriously?
They're gonna collab.
Seriously? Oh, with that, and this is no joke. Now, with that,
And
you know themselves.
I heard the Japan cruise is gonna go to Hawaii.
Are you serious? I would totally
That's
do that.
why not stay at Hawaii for a few weeks? Go from Japan, go to Japan, get to
Mhm.
see Japan,
Yeah.
Osoko,
I'd be
the
buying
whole
so much
works,
stuff anyway. Yeah.
and
Mhm.
then go onto a cruise, Disney Cruise Line. It would okay, Tokyo Cruise Line for Disney. I'm gonna call it that.
Okay.
It's it's going to have an option that you're able to hop off at certain
Mhm.
ports and not have to enter back into the ship.
You know what? That's smart.
And it's gonna have one of those options at Hawaii,
Oh, I'm in.
Oahu.
But here's the thing.
But
I
then
want
what
to
will
go to
happen is you'll get to do that, hop
Mhm.
off, stay there about a week or 2
Okay.
at Alani, and
Mhm.
then you'll be able to go on to the other ship that goes right back up and goes over to the US.
Now that's smart because,
Different.
but,
You
but,
it's interlocking.
but can you do it backwards?
I don't
In
know.
other words,
I don't
can
know if
you
you can buy it
start in
backwards.
Hawaii,
You
go
might be
to
able to.
Japan,
Yeah.
come
If you
back?
know the ship is coming to there, it would matter on how far apart they are. You know what I
From
mean?
Hawaii to Japan?
Yes.
I can look it
But,
up.
how far apart they are as in
Watch this.
the time difference that ships port at Alani compared to Alani.
That would be now.
You know
Wait a
what I
minute.
mean?
You are also crossing the international date line.
Yes.
That's even
But you were on it
trickier.
anyway, so,
Hmm. Yeah,
interesting concept, you
I
know?
agree. I agree. But let me ask you this question. I would rather do it this way. Go with me on this. You start you st- you literally start in Alaska. You
Okay.
do you do the Alaskan cruise with the Disney Cruise Line.
Okay.
You stay on the same ship. You go down to Alani. You spend a couple of days in Hawaii. Then you go from Alani all the way over to Japan.
Yep.
Do that. Come back to Alani again, and then go to the States. It
The one
makes
that
sense to do it that
they're
way.
wondering, could you go from, let's say,
But there's
Japan,
only one little problem with that: the weather.
but then you go over to mainland
Hmm.
instead of Japan's an island officially.
I'd be going to Japan,
But then you go mainland from Japan,
right? But then
and
you have to
you're able to take
fly.
a train a little bit down, and it will be the stop that Asia hits.
Uh huh.
So you'll be able to hit not only
Right.
Japan, but just spend a few weeks there, but
Hmm.
then be able to take a speed train
Okay.
experience going down a little bit towards the other
Hmm.
countries down there,
Right.
and be able to hit what the Asian
And you
cruise
can
line
also go to Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo
of
Disney Sea.
at the Disney. What is that? Treasure? Is that the treasure?
No, that's the adventure.
Yes, that's adventure. Sorry, it'll be hitting the Disney Adventure,
And
which
then you
will
can get.
which
Can
will
you
go
imagine
down,
this?
go down, go down. It
Hmm.
it it, it hops a lot of mainland
Yeah,
itineraries, but
but that'd be so much fun though.
it stops way over in Sydney, Australia.
Hmm.
That's at the tip of
You
Asia.
know what? Can I ask you this seriously? Why doesn't DCL go to Australia? You're
They
already
haven't yet, but
in.
they just released that they
Mhm.
are putting one there.
Mhm.
They already have plans. So
Right,
when that happens, give this about 6, 7 years. You'll be able to
right,
hit from there, hit from that, and go over to Europe. That one from Europe, there's going to be a lot more in Europe for Disney in the next 8 to 10
right,
years. Anyway, there's going to be cruise lines all over for the Disney Cruise Line.
right.
So
Exactly.
You'll be able to travel around the world with Disney Cruise Line.
That's going to be amazing
Right.
when and if it happens. But
Hopefully it does.
I hope
Nothing.
so too.
Hopefully they did not have to put anything on the back burner.
I hope not.
We've experienced this at
Firsthand.
2022 firsthand.
2020, 2021 firsthand.
Ew, it was 2020, wasn't it?
It was 2020 because I was around.
God dang it. Now, they did revive one of those options though, too. They are making that hotel.
Let's see if they do or not. Yeah.
I hope they revived it back. Right. They got the
Mhm.
contracts back.
Good.
Finally. That is taking over. Wasn't that called Bear Country or something like that? It was I think something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyways.
It's by Wilderness Lodge.
Yes.
And yeah.
I need to go eat seriously because I'm like getting hungry.
Let's get out of here. So,
all right, guys, like, comment,
talking.
subscribe.
We don't need to. I already ate right beforehand. I'm good.
I need to eat.
Yeah.
Like,
bye, everyone.
Subscribe.